Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amanda and this is the Strawberry Moon Homestead. So today I would like to take you guys for a tour of my many pantries and show you all of my food storage. As you know from the past videos, if you've been watching along, I have been trying to get a 1-year supply of food ready for my family. Now that is stuff that I stockpile and buy, as well as the stuff that I can myself during the summer and fall season. So I will go through all of that stuff with you today. So starting here, I have moved a lot of my canned stuff from this area. If you saw my last pantry tour, you would know that all of this was previously my own canned goods. I'll link that pantry video down below in case you would like to go back and watch that. But I took a lot of those canned goods and I moved them down to the basement for now, just to make room for a lot of the store-bought goods that I also have, makes it readily available. So here on my top shelf, I have the grape juice. This is concentrated grape juice that I canned with our own grapes. And I've got a bunch of those already canned. I think I've got about 24 quarts. These are all mock pineapple made with zucchini and canned in some pineapple juice. We actually just opened a jar of this. It really does taste like pineapple. It's really good and it will be great for baking. So right here we have some spiced plums. This is going to be really good as a dessert itself or on some ice cream. These are cherries, some canned cherries, and they are also very good as a dessert. Over here, I have just regular plums that I canned, and my kids love going through them. They've already went through all of the canned peaches, and now they're going to start working on the plums. Over here, I have applesauce, and then lastly over here, I just have some more mock pineapple. All right, I'm just going to finish doing the video like this because it's a little easier for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So here I've got just some extra gluten-free crackers. We have a family member that does not eat gluten, so we always keep some gluten-free crackers on hand. My kids also love them. Behind right here, I have some organic all-purpose flour. Then I have a big box. These have got 2 really big bags of oats in them. We eat oats a lot in our family. We do oatmeal balls, as well as my kids and my husband both have oatmeal quite regularly for breakfast. I have some chickpeas here. I love doing my own canned beans. It just makes things so much easier. I also know that they have been soaked and treated properly before I canned them. We have my canned corn here. In another video, I mentioned how right now canned corn is $1.50 a can, and the can's actually smaller than this. And I canned this myself for about 60 cents for this jar. So definitely canning yourself saves you a lot of money. So I have a cereal right here. That's here because it needs to be eaten up. My other cereals are being stored down below. So I have some extra pickles here. Normally I don't keep these lids on, so I'm going to come back and take these lids off. It's just a safety precaution in case your jars go bad. Then when the lid pops, you'll know instead of getting possibly a false seal. But those are some of our bread and butter pickles. I have an extra broth here. I did have about 4 of those there, but we've been going through that a lot more lately. So I have just some snack crackers and some regular, again, these are gluten-free crackers, but my kids quite enjoy these. So icing sugar, again, I had like 3 of these, but we went through birthdays and Christmas, so a lot of these have been used up. So this will actually probably do us for the rest of the year now. I have some organic coffee beans, and I've got some dried fruit here. So these are just dried cranberries. I have ketchup. We go through a lot of ketchup, so I try to keep that always on stock. Whenever I see a sale, I grab those up. So I've got some ground coffee here. Again, normally I like to keep 3 of these on hand, but we've been going through it and I have not gotten out to get some more. So I will be picking more of that up later. We don't do a lot of salad dressing, so these 2 will actually last us quite some time. I've got some tomato sauce. The box has already been gotten into, but that's okay. I think it's still pretty much full. I think only one was taken out of there. I've got olive oil. I always want to keep one extra olive oil on hand and always make it a nice big one. So I've got an extra mayo. So again, I'll keep one on the shelf and then one going in the fridge. Some extra tomato sauces, because you can't have enough of those. We do a lot of pasta, so that tomato sauce comes in handy. More beans. So I've kind of got beans everywhere. So I will be canning these up in the near future. And if you'd like to see those videos, make sure you stay tuned. We've got some extra lasagna noodles and some extra seaweed. My kids love eating this stuff up. So down here, I've got one bit of cereal right here. It goes back behind. And then below, I've got the rest of our cereals. So we'll start eating from the shelf and then eat from the shelf down here. I have a lot of pasta stacked up here whenever it goes on sale. Again, that's something that I will grab up right away. Same with some extra bags of rice. Behind there, I have some taco kits that went on sale. We love having our taco kits handy, and some peanut butter. Again, peanut butter is expensive, so when it goes on sale, I make sure to grab some up. I like to keep at least 3 or 4 of these on the shelf while I have one going in the pantry. So this is kind of a conglomeration of canned goods. I've got a lot of salmon back here, canned pumpkin, and then evaporated or condensed milk as well. So then we kind of move back into my canned goods. I have got peach syrup. So that's a lot of peach syrup. And then we've got some salsa verde. I love this salsa verde. I am enjoying it quite a bit this year. So I've canned a lot of that. This is not just in this spot. I've got many different spots. I kind of have food all over the house. So I will be taking you guys to multiple different pantry locations to show you what we have. I've got some more tomato sauce. This is actually from last year, so I have to get that eaten up. And then I've got canned beef that I canned myself earlier this year. If you're interested in learning how to can your own meat, I will link my canning videos down below so you can take a look at that. Over here, I have some strawberry jam and strawberry syrup, as well as a couple of these peach vanilla jams, which are absolutely so tasty. All right, now down here, I've got all of our crackers. Again, when they go on sale, I just grab a bunch up. We've got some SpaghettiOs and some beans, and then our soups. So we use a lot of mushroom soup as a sauce. My kids love the vegetable soup, and then we've got corn. And then lastly, over here, we've got the cereal. Right, so in the same room, I've also got these cabinets up, and they are there to hold a lot more of my canning goods. All right, so my kids have gotten in here and they're leaving goodies all over the place. So I've got my canned rabbit here. I will link my canning video to how to can your own chicken and rabbit down below as well if you'd like to take a look at that. I've got some broth and turkey soup back there. Up here I have applesauce and apple pie filling. And then up there I've got a little bit more of the canned rabbit. Next door over, I have some salsa verde, one random pickle here, the rest is salsa verde. And then back there I've got more turkey soup and broth. Here I have some of our homemade vinegar. I've got some applesauce here. I believe this stuff is apple cranberry as well as apple butter. And some more just regular applesauce there. And then there's a bunch more apple butter up there. Next cupboard over, I've got this spicy fruit medley that I made. It has elderberries and grapes and jalapenos, and it's meant as kind of a sauce to put over a meat and use it as a flavoring that way. Next shelf up, this is pear pie filling. There's a lot of it there, as you can see. And some more salsa verde. Again, it goes all the way to the back. Next shelf, there's the rest of that fruit medley. And then I've got, I think this is just a random, yeah, that's just a random canned rabbit sitting there. This is a peach salsa. We have canned pears, some more salsa verde. You can see that there. And here's the rest of our peach salsa. This is really delicious, great with chips, but also if you put it on chicken, that's really nice. So this right here is the rest of our salsa. This here is a maple peach jam, which is absolutely delectable. It is so tasty. Up here I have more peach syrup and more canned peaches. And up here is some spiced pear sauce. All right, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the food that we have stored upstairs, and I will take you downstairs and show you the rest of my canned stuff. So in here, I have kind of my store of baking soda back there. I have this great big container of honey. I'm actually going to go get another one because I'm about halfway through this, and I like keeping a decent amount of honey on hand. I've got my dehydrated milk is back there hiding. This is kind of just random lids and canning stuff and jars to hold things. I find this cupboard, because it's a little bit more used, it does get a little bit crazier in here. I have got salt. I've got an extra coffee. So I think I have 4 of those salts back there. So we keep a decent amount of salt on hand. I do have... got 2 of the instant coffees that I like to keep on hand. It just makes things a little easier should the power go out. This is mock pineapple as well. I did it shredded like this so I can put it in banana bread or banana zucchini bread, and I think that will taste really nice. Up here, so again, this is a little bit more random. I've got some cowboy candy here. Got a lot of different salsas. Another instant coffee that's been moved around. I've got lemon juice that I like to keep on hand for canning. I think back here is a bunch of grape elderberry jam that I did last year, so it's waiting to be eaten up. I've got some more of my peach jam. This is some of my fermented stuff. I should actually move some of the soup to my other pantry. And then I've got 4 of my brown sugars. We use the brown sugar with the oats a lot, so I like to keep a lot of that on hand as well. So back in here, I've got a lot more beans. I've got a lot of soup beans and barley. So again, I will be canning a lot of these up, but we do eat beans probably 3 times a week. So I like to keep a lot on hand for that. And then up here, I have zucchini relish. So this is really tasty. I'm really glad that I did this year. We got a ton of zucchini from my friend up north. She did a very large garden and it produced a wicked amount of zucchini. So she filled our trunk when we left. And I preserved that zucchini in a bunch of different ways. But that zucchini relish is really delicious. So I'm going to bring you over to, this is our nature table. We homeschool, so we have a lot of rocks and other nature variables that we like to keep. Anyways, again, I ran out of room of where to keep my things. So over here we go. I've got dehydrated tomatoes, dehydrated apples, dehydrated zucchini, and dehydrated peaches back here. They all turned out really, really nice. More tomatoes and more apples. Up here, I have a lot of my bottled vinegar. I've got pear scrap vinegar, strawberry scrap vinegar. I also have a cranberry or a cran apple honey gin that I did, and it was absolutely delicious. I can't wait to do that again. Above there, I've got some dehydrated zucchini. This is awesome to throw in pastas, to throw in meat sauces, anything like that. So this goes a long way. That was a lot of zucchini that went into that. And over here on this shelf, again, I have more tomatoes and more zucchinis. So these are awesome. Like I said, be throwing in sauces, throw in some chili, adds the extra nutrients, and it will thicken things up as well. So here's the rest of my pantry. So I had to bring a lot of the canning stuff downstairs just to make more room for the working pantry upstairs. So this is the remainder of my canning. So as you can see, I've got a lot of broth. So this line right here is all broth. Beside it, I have a lot of pickles. I have dill pickles as well as bread and butters. And then I also have all of these carrots. So I kind of have the carrots all over the place, but here's some here. I have some more canned meat and some more applesauce. I have more broth up here, more carrots. These are all of my water glassed eggs that I did this year. If you're looking to learn how to water glass your own eggs, I will link that video down below. Up top, I have some more canned broth. I have more canned carrots. And I also, just right there, that's infusing oil with plantain and comfrey. I'm going to make a salve with that soon. So it's not ideal storage for my canned goods, but this is what I could come up with. So it's kind of on the shelf with my laundry detergent that I made, as well as my seeds. Well, everybody, that is what I've got stocked up in my multiple different pantries. I am going to keep working and keep stocking up to make sure that our family is well looked after in the future. And I challenge you guys to do the same. If you'd like to follow along in my journey while I keep stocking up, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along. I'll see you next time.